And we're live.
Yo.
Yo. Kevin's here throwing shots at, I believe it's Chris Warren's Pro Shop down in Plano, right? And I'm here behind the scenes watching Kevin throw some shots. I've drilled one, so if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know. Please, Kevin's throwing his right now, so ask him some questions. I drilled mine the exact same as my new blue. Kev, did you bring a new blue? Oh, we did. There we go. I asked, and then boom. That's hilarious.
I've got the new blue, the 2.0, and I got the black.
I just asked if you had the new blue, and then the next shot I see you throw is with the new blue.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna set Kevin full screen, and I'll just be hanging in the background. Appreciate you, Paul Heineman 4323 for becoming a YouTube member. We always do a giveaway, but we're only doing a giveaway here if we get to about. We'll give one. I'll give one away if we get to like 600. If we get to like 600 live, I'll give one for Sharon.
I need like 4 shots to warm up.
No worries. You good. Someone's asking what the layout is.
Anything? Alright, one shot of warm up is fine, right? Just one?
Got a bunch of people asking, you bowling on a pattern?
We're bowling on just house shot.
Okay.
Because that's just what they have throughout the day at the center, so that way they can do lessons and they can get balls drilled. As you see, I'm in a pro shop. I mean, as cool a setup as you guys can get. So if you guys want to see some surface changes or anything, I can do that because I'm in a pro shop.
Like I said a little earlier, for those of you who weren't joined yet, this is Chris Warren's Pro Shop in Plano, Texas, that Kevin's practicing at. Plano Super Bowl. So for those of you wondering where he's at, it's Plano Super Bowl, Chris Warren's Super Bowl.
Someone said, let's see some 80 grit. Well, we can get there if you guys want, but maybe not quite yet.
Someone also said, I want to see you kiss your ball.
Want to see me what?
Kiss your ball.
Kiss it. Nice.
You're special.
All right, so as you guys can see here, hopefully you can see it just fine. Yeah, you can. Pretty strong layout. It's like a 4.5-inch pin. I know people like to see that technical stuff. It's like a 25 by 4.5 by 25 or something. Need this thing strong.
Damn it.
That's the hit here.
That's the string hit. We bowled on strings all weekend. The string hit is the 7-10.
I didn't leave any last weekend actually, but on this lane, because I bowl on this lane a lot, I do leave the 7-10 line.
Let me bring some insight. In the non-certified string world, if you bowl on the right lane, you actually get the 7 out because of the string wrapping the 7, and it almost always takes the 7 out. So you actually almost never leave a wrap 7 only on the right lane because of the length of the strings.
Huh.
Learn that from the boys at the Rec.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, I'm warmed up enough. I can throw a couple shots to show you guys kind of what the ball is on. So, as you can see, mine is lane shine. I haven't put too many games on it yet. I haven't got to use it on really too many patterns or anything like that. You know, we have the new blue that we've had out for a little over a year probably or so. And it's very similar to that motion in a sense. It's the perfect bridge from like the urethane balls into reactive. So, I have the new blue to compare. I also have the black hammer to compare. So we can see a little bit of all the shapes. So I'll throw the 2.0. I'll throw 2 shots. I'll tell you where it's at. I got Specto behind me. I can show you guys the Specto numbers if you want. I can turn the camera around. I'll throw like 2 or 3 shots with it, just trying to strike. And then we'll try to compare. And then we can mess with some surface changes if you guys want to see me change the surface on it, whatever the case may be. But let me throw a couple strikes, and we'll go from there. I'm looking at like 13 at the arrows. Missed it at the bottom. Let me move this camera for you guys here. Let me show you some Specto numbers. If you guys have ever seen Specto, up top left is going to be where my targeting is. So that was 13.5 to 6. And I didn't get the 10 out. But that shows you where I'm throwing it. I'll throw another shot. Let's try to strike. Let's try to catch it at the bottom a little bit. Got that one just a little more left, a little quicker, so I can get that 10 out, the 7-10 out. So I'm about 13, about 12 to 5. 12 to 5 on that last shot is exactly where it was and it struck. So I'm going to throw the new blue that has some service in the same exact spot. I'll show you guys the difference here.
Kev, it looks to me like, I would say, Kev, it looks to me like your new blue's got more service than the gray one. Is that correct?
Yeah, it does. This has like 1,000 grit. It actually had 360, and then I took it up so that way it's not too gritty. I will hit the 2.0 with the service. We'll show you guys the difference in a minute, but let's compare the two.
Did you say you're going to hit the gritty?
Yes, I am. I'm going to hit the gritty. All right, same shot as the 2.0. I expected to hook earlier.
Rookie.
And it did.
As it should have.
Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I got it. Let's hit this ball with some surface.
What pad is that you're using right now?
Hitting this with a little 1,000 pad here. I'm going to get tired after doing this, though.
Bowling Brady's wondering if this is another regional.
right, we got a little more surface on it. I'm gonna stand in the same spot as I did when I struck it.
And that one went Brooklyn too.
And as I said, it's gonna hook more. So ideally, these bowling balls, which I do think you can throw them on house, and I think they will be good if they're lane sharing on house. Where we want to see them, like me and Pac want to see them, is that bridge from when we're throwing a black hammer, and we can't quite get into reactive because they're too responsive. This should be the bridge for those balls. So we would hit these with a lot of surface. We want them to be early and smooth, and be that similar shape to a urethane ball. So let me try to strike moving off that.
We've had a couple comments here say that just to clarify, a couple people here, this is the second time he said it. Just to clarify for people, the new 2.0 is supposed to be 2 to 3 feet earlier and smoother than the new blue, where the new blue was a little quicker on the back end. This one should be smoother.
Well, let's find out. I got them both with some surface now. Let's see. I'm going to move a bunch since I broke them. If you guys heard that beep, it's because I fouled. But that's okay.
He's cheating.
That looked good, though.
That did look good.
Like 5 and 2 right before I was striking, before I had the surface on it. It looked good. Let's throw another shot from there.
Guys, tell me in the chat if you guys like the live ball reviews better than just the regular ball reviews.
Almost the string dead look. I mean, you see how smooth that ball motion is. I feel like I could hit it as hard as I want, throw it as slow as I want. It's not going to overhook. Let's compare it to the new blue. Which personally, even though this blue looks good, I like the gray better.
I do often feel like we get some not some hate, but a lot of people not liking the brighter bowling balls.
A little weaker there. I rolled it a little forward. It's tough with the bright balls because, like, at least it's a solid color, so it's easier to read the ball motion. But sometimes you get those lighter colors, and you just can't quite read what it's doing on the lanes.
Yeah, so I was just saying, we get a lot of comments, not a crazy amount, but we definitely get a bunch of comments about people like, having a hard time reading what's going on with those brighter balls.
Yeah, exactly. For whatever reason. You can see compared to the 2.0, that one just like doesn't quite want to change direction quick enough. Like the 2.0, like you said, it's a little earlier, so it actually starts up. So as it's trying to change direction, it's actually reading the oil a little bit better. Where this one just kind of gets through there, and then it just doesn't want to quite finish for what I'm bowling on right now.
Which, once again, you said is the fine shine, the house shot.
Yes, house shot. House shot warrior.
Used to be us, not anymore.
I mean, if I had to make a ball motion between the two, the 2.0 looks amazing right now. Do we dare compare? I haven't done this shot with ball yet, so the first one's going to hook a lot. So don't even need to watch.
Strike.
At least the first one is, but we'll move on with it.
Yeah, one of the I will say one of the common complaints about the new was how quickly it might have shined up. One of the things I did to kind of combat that, which Kevin even mentioned himself, was he hit it with an even lower grit than he wanted to with the 360 pad before going over it with 1,000 to try and kind of hold that surface underneath, where when it shined up, it still has 360 underneath.
I mean, I would say the closest thing you can get to a urethane ball reaction that isn't urethane are these balls right now.
Yeah, we've seen other companies try and do it as well with like the Storm Level or some of those like microcell polymer balls from Motive. I saw a couple comments about those saying that a couple people struggle with that one as well. Very nice. We have a comment from Beast Boy Gaming.
It looks good. I mean, the shapes are so similar, even to the, I would never throw a black hammer on a house shot. It's just not necessary. But the new blue is only 2-in-1 right, or sorry, both news. The 2.0 and the new blue are just 2-in-1 right of the urethane ball, but it's gonna read the lane so much more consistently when it's something like this versus like something flat, because it's more reactive than it is. It's not a urethane ball. So I like that if I go to these balls, let's say on tour, if I can keep service on it, which that is the one thing that stood out to us, if we can keep enough service on them, I think it is the bridge that doesn't get too far away from a urethane ball reaction. If you guys are bowling on something really tough and urethane just isn't quite going through the pins and striking enough, whatever the case may be, these are the bridge to like keep that same similar like early smoother ball motion, and they're not like so quick off the spot like a lot of these reactives are. We've tried short pin reactives and stuff, and those balls still want to change direction so much quicker and so much later down lane than the urethane balls. So the news, I mean, they're next level when it comes to that. The big thing is, how well can they hold surface? Again, I don't have too much. It's just 1,000 on this, and it looks really good right now. I'm going to move a little left. I'm going to try to throw it a little harder. I'm throwing it 17.8 as my launch speed. I'm going to try to throw it like 19.5, 20, so like a mile an hour harder.
A little further left, a little firmer.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, but just like see what the ball does when I get a little closer to the friction.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo!
What was that? So let me show you guys real quick on the Specto. As you can see up here, my launch speed is 20 as opposed to 17.8. I mean, you guys can see the ball motion here, just like how smooth it is. The window for how much it hooks is so long versus, reactive balls have a little shorter window because they change direction so quickly. Let's try to do that again and get it to flush up a little bit. I was a little
real quick. We have a comment that says, "Saw a different review of this ball. It has a really nice sharp turn to it. I love it." I'll just explain as you throw your shot. What we try and do, Kevin and myself, we try and drill them kind of like when we're during tournaments. We're trying to drill it for the tournament shape, not necessarily the house shot shape, because we know we're using balls like Vibes, weaker, cleaner, sharper bowling balls on the house shot, and balls that drive through the pins more, where this one's going to be more about how many times in a row can I hit the pocket when the lanes might not be super friendly. So on a different ball, it probably will be sharper than Kevin's. And I drilled mine mega strong to make it smooth, early, and predictable rather than your traditional house shot shape.
Yeah, and just like any ball, right? You're drilling it to what you're trying to fit it to do. Look, the reality is it's hard to find a ball that works on both house and sports shot. There are balls out there, and they're versatile balls, and there's benchmark balls. But sometimes you need to know the specific shape you're trying to drill. So for us, we bowl on tour, we bowl on a lot of tough stuff. We want that bridge where we probably want to throw this on like a house shot that often. I wouldn't not because I am striking with it, but we have a different purpose for it.
Yeah, so I would say Tito asked a different question. Is this not good for common house shots? I would say it is good for common house shots. It's just not how we drilled it. So it'll be smoother in this review than it'll be for others. I saw some monster sets with that new blue when it first came out, and I'd expect some pretty solid sets out of this one as well. Doesn't happen on the right lane. I'll tell you that.
I'm telling you, my best ones never connect on it. I don't bowl in the right lane because the wall's in the lane. I could.
Somebody said New Blue had a 900 on it. Was that AJ Rice?
You said what?
Somebody said the New Blue has a 900 on it. Was that AJ Rice?
Yeah, it was AJ.
That's sick. And Jalen Mosley had like an 850. Myself, TJ, and Braden Malish had 830 in our ball video. It was wild. Hey now.
I can just keep going left. I'm just like afraid to keep moving left.
Somebody asked, how do you feel about a pin down layout on this ball?
Like for a two-hander to drill pin down balls are going to be like cleaner and more round down lane. They're not going to flare as much as opposed to a lot of two-handers drill balls really, really tall, like pins way above your fingers. If you go low below your fingers, they're going to flare so much less. It really just kind of depends on like who it is. If you have a large rev rate, if your balls flare a lot, it might be good, but I would rather see you drill a ball to be way earlier to fit kind of what the ball's trying to be smooth or whatever. If you try to make it too clean, it might never get into a roll because the RG is so high on this ball as it is. But if you're a one-hander, you use your thumb, it's a whole nother ball game. It's a little different with the two-handers. The one-handers, if you want it to be a little bit more smooth and a little cleaner, then pin down is the way to go. Because when you drill balls pin up, they're going to flare more and they're going to be quicker off the spot, so they kind of hook stop more.
And this ball is drilled to be, or this ball is not only Kevin's drilled to be smooth, but the ball is also made to be smooth. So if you want to make smooth on top of smooth, probably a solid idea. Shout out to Mountain Central Elevators More.
There we go. We got one to face up.
That's a crazy name.
I mean, it rolls good. I like this is almost my first impression with you guys as you're watching it because I haven't thrown it too much. We've been on the road traveling a lot, and it just hasn't come out the bag too much yet.
Kevin, couple questions for you real quick. How's the surface holding up on the ball?
I think it's holding up pretty decent. I didn't hit it with a whole lot. I mean, you guys can kind of see like in my track, there's still a little bit of surface. I would personally hit it a little bit more, so that way when it does shine up, there's still some surface on it. Like my new blue, you can see that thing has charcoal on it because I hit it with 360, and then I hit it with 1,000 on top of it. So as it shines up, there's still some teeth under it.
Yeah, and then my next question, one more. Will you throw this ball on a house shot that always changes in your home center?
Say that again?
Will you throw this ball on a house shot that always changes in your home center? So I think he's referring to the fact that a house shot might it feels like they're tweaking it or the weather's changing and make the house shot feel tighter and hooking more.
I would say a ball like this would be really good on house shots that are changing all the time because this ball is like such a smooth, consistent ball motion as to opposed to if you're drilling like a higher end ball or something that's trying to change direction and be way more dynamic. Like this ball is not meant to be super dynamic. Where I say it's like where it tries to hook a lot. It's not meant for the longest patterns ever. but it's so smooth and it's always going to be smooth. No matter how you drill this ball, it's not going to be some super quick ball down lane where it hooks a lot down lane. So when you get to a center that's a little inconsistent, you might go to a ball like this because you know this ball is always going to be smooth rolling. It's not going to over jump on the friction. So if 1 week in the house it's a little tighter, you just move a little closer to the friction. If you're right-handed, you move right. Left-handed, move left. If they're hooking a little bit more, you know that this ball can handle friction just fine. So if they're hooking a little bit more, it will probably be more suited for this ball because that's kind of what it is. So I would say this ball would be really good on an inconsistent house shot, just based off of how the ball is going to roll.
I would agree. Anything inconsistent, this ball is going to be perfect because the ball brings the consistency. Oh my. Yuck.
Ew. Ew. Guys in the comments, if you want to see me throw it in a specific spot, if you want to see me hit it with some more surface, I mean, from first impression, this thing looks awesome. Even my bad shots that were like light mixers carried the 10, carried the 5-10 on the shot. Like, it's striking right now. So I like what I'm seeing. So if there's something you want to see, Pat, do you want to see me do anything with this ball?
Not yet. There's a couple guys asking, would it be where was it? I wish I could find it. Would you ever consider putting polish on the ball, or does that defeat the purpose?
I think if you you can put polish. Look, and it's all suited to what your game is. Me personally, I need my ball to slow down a little bit sooner. I would never polish it. I personally don't even use polish on bowling balls. I just let them lane shine up. But that's just what I like personally. If you shine this thing up, it's just going to be so clean. Because again, if we talk about the core sets and the RG is like the highest RG that we have. And the higher the RG, the longer the ball's going to go before it tries to change its direction. So the RG's high and the diff is low. So it's long and it's real smooth. So if you try to put some polish on it, it's just going to make it even longer and then not want to change direction. So I think having some surface on this is a good thing to have for this ball. Again, you might bowl in a center that's wood or something that's just so much friction, you need it. I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of guys with the new blue whenever they were striking all over the place, like AJ and stuff. They probably did have some lane shine on it. Me personally, though, I want to keep surface on these. And there's no such thing as too much surface because when it shines up, when it gets lane shined up, I still want some teeth underneath all that lane shine.
This guy says, "What's up, house crew? Long-time viewer, first time catching y'all live," which I think is an elite comment. Clearly the guy who listens to sports radio.
That's fine.
Long-time viewer, first time. Oh, we have 2 pounds in the comments. Kevin is more talented than Packy. I agree.
All right, I'm going to throw one more shot throwing it hard just because it feels good to be throwing it hard.
Give me another Messenger 8.
Another one? He's like,
back to back.
Okay.
Samuel Caruso, what's up? Wow, that was flush.
I tried to messenger the 8. Instead, it just was 10 back post. I mean, this thing is as smooth as a ball motion as you can get. And I'm 10. Yeah, I'm right at 10, 11, 10, 10, 10 at the arrows. There's not many bowling balls that I can play that far left on anything, really. On house, on sport, on anything. So the fact that I can play in a zone that I don't typically get to play too often, that doesn't really suit my game, really opens up what I'm trying to do on the lanes. It gives me another tool in the bag because even with my urethane ball, I'll try to throw a urethane ball from there.
Rebirth Flame, we want to give you a shout out. Donating 2 pounds.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where you're from. Where's that pounds coming from? England?
Packy, that is a lie. But nonetheless, we like the 2 pound. All right, I'm going to try to throw this black ball in the same spot that I just did 2.0 just to show you guys. I expect this thing to be real early, way earlier, and either get offline too soon or it's just not carry like the other one is.
Somebody said beam it down the 10 board. she hooks.
How crazy is that? I mean, it got offline 10 feet sooner. Look at this, guys. Look at try to not give you guys vertigo, but look at how much earlier this thing hooked and got offline. I mean, that is insane. And it was a board left at the arrows, as you can see right there. So that's where the bridge to reactive comes into play, because also if I threw a reactive ball from there, it would get offline so quick too, even more rapid than these balls. So
I was gonna say, so if you if you were to try and match this up, let's say someone's looking to maybe not throw urethane, they got some guys in league complain about them. What kind of surface would you put on it to recreate that urethane type shape?
I mean, some people get a little afraid of the surface, right? Because we push the limits of surface of like tour players because we bowl on so much oil, and we're just so used to changing what our ball motions are. But I would say a good place to start is like a light 500 pad, and just trust that if the first couple shots are pretty early and not what you're used to, it's going to tame out, because just having a reactive cover stock on every bowling ball on the market, they just lane shine up, that oil absorbs onto the cover, and then they just get a little more tame with the surface. So don't be afraid to put a little bit more surface than what you're used to. So I would say give a 500 pad a try, and trust that the first 5 or 6 shots is not going to be the ball motion that you're looking for. You're looking for when it gets to 10 shots, 15 shots, but there's still enough surface underneath all that lane shine that it's still a similar ball motion with like an earlier ball motion with the surface. So I would say 500, like a light 500, not like super fresh, don't lean into it, but just to get a feel. And then you guys can always, if you did that and it didn't hold up long enough, go a little harder on the 500, or go down a little bit. But 500 would be what I would say.
We had a comment saying, would you recommend this ball for people with slower ball speed? I for sure would. It's a ball that doesn't flare a lot, doesn't hook a whole lot, but still gives you control to the pocket. This is, I would say, for people who are looking for a ball that might not necessarily want that shiny down lane kind of snappy motion. This one's going to be in that same spot of like a lower end piece, but it's not going to give you that overreactive jump down lane that you might see. So especially slower ball speed people are going to love this one. Higher ball speed, kind of like what Kevin was talking about, some surface.
Yeah, see, and the thing is, it's funny, I would fit myself into more of the category, at least for the level we bowl at. I'm on the slower side. Like, I'm throwing it 20 now, 19, 20 miles an hour, just because I was kind of showing you guys what happens when you get into the friction. But I throw it a little slower naturally, and I like to do that. And a ball like this I would love, because I wouldn't be afraid to just throw it slower, because it's not going to over jump off the friction. It's not going to come off the end of the pattern too violently. So it allows me to be a little slower. So I'll throw some shots slower.
Real quick, let me get a quick question in for you. Okay. When you're showing them the ball speed, that's not what they see at their home center, correct?
No, yeah, because what I'm showing them is my launch speed, which is off of my hand. So off my hand onto the lane is the speed that it's at. So the entry speed is more what you guys see, which the entry speed is about 16 to 17. Most of them are at 17 or so. That's what you'll see at home, because it's reading down lane right before the pins when the ball's finishing hooking. And, as a ball changes direction, it's going to slow down from where it started at. So when I say I'm throwing it 20, that's off of my hand. Down, if I could throw a 20 down lane, my pins would go everywhere. So I'll throw it a little slower, a couple shots, show you guys the smooth ball motion.
Wow.
Like, obviously it's still shaping down lane, but it's bleeding out. It's still slow and it's continuous. But I feel like there's not many times the ball's going to overhook on me, which is a good feeling to have, knowing that it's like, okay, I can be a little more aggressive with this ball if it's tone down my speed, try to hit it a little bit more, whatever suits your game. We'll throw another one like that. That looked good.
Tarzan the Great 17 said, do you think a 2-inch pin on this ball could slow the friction response down a bit, or would that be a bad move because the diff is already really low? I would say that's a bad move because the diff is already super low. It would almost take the flares out of it when there's already no flares in it. I would be worried that it would be almost too clean. Where if you want to really slow the friction response down, a 3/4 pin, or I would even say a 3 or a 4-inch pin, but I would not say a 2-inch pin. Like a 2-inch pin would make it almost miss all of the flare completely, which would essentially make it quick.
Couldn't have said it better myself, pal.
Will, this is just going to be your classic house shot.
You can see that new blue is just a little cleaner. It's a little quicker down lane. Again, I have surface on it, but it tries to change direction a little quicker than the 2.0, a little smoother. So if I had to pick between the two, because of what I want this ball to be, the 2.0 is going to fit what I want in the bag a little bit better because I want it to be earlier, smoother. So another slow guy. One more can you say?
Are you allowed to / can you comment on how much different this might be from the Storm level? I've never thrown one. Obviously, you've never thrown one either. But from watching guys throw them,
I mean, I don't know how well you guys can see how much it flares. Like, it doesn't flare a whole lot. It's tough to compare to the other brands like this when it comes to these balls because this is such a new wave of ball motion where, we went from, you look at like the growing points of bowling where it was plastic and then they threw in, have plastic and rubber and then urethane and then reactive resin and then particle and all these things. We're kind of like taking a step backwards to try to go back in time and blend an old ball motion with a new. So it's funny to see these balls being made, but rev rates are higher now. A lot of people are two-handed. A lot of the youth are two-handed, and these balls just fit those motions so much better. And the urethane has become such a prevalent thing in the game again that they want something that isn't a urethane ball, but is real close to it. So it's tough to say. We don't see the level go down the lane too much. They try to make it work, but it just seems like it doesn't continue down lane compared to this one. And that's just the honest opinion of what I see, where you can hook this one a little bit more. It still tries to change direction, where compared to like the level, I think they have too much of that early ball motion. It just kind of bails out and it doesn't go through the pin system. Where you see here, I'm playing, what am I playing? 18 at the arrows, 19 and a half at the arrows with this ball.
string it.
They don't string here. I was 21 at the arrows. The fact that I hit the pocket, I left kind of a weak wrap, weakish 7. But the fact that I was playing 10 and now I'm playing 21, and I can still get into the pocket, it's that smooth ball motion. There is a limit of what you can do with this ball just because, you can only make a ball that doesn't hook that much with no diff or a lot of RG, high RG. It can only be so dynamic. I think the big thing is understanding what these balls need to be for you guys, whatever it is you drill. I think these balls are great on house shots. You shine them up, and I think they are the bridge into like the tougher patterns. But when you drill it, you need to know what you want to identify the ball as versus you just drill it and then you can just throw it on everything. It won't work that way, unfortunately. If it could, we would just throw this everywhere. That was the first real bad shot. It was bad Yeah, Ken, you said that you are using the Rattler NU as the spare ball and bail it out when the lanes get tricky. Um, yeah, I mean, again, it's just a ball motion unlike anything else we see with the reactive world. So when lanes are really tricky and you can't control those, I mean, bowling balls are so strong now, right? Even the low end balls hook so much. So when you get a ball like this, and they are tricky, again, you're going to get a way more consistent, like smooth ball motion out of it versus sometimes you're going to have a ball that hooks 15,000 feet more whenever they get tricky versus this ball's not going to do that. Now, the one thing that we're starting to see now that I've thrown shots for about 30, 40 minutes is these lanes do kind of carry down, the balls kind of carry down the lanes, kind of like a urethane ball would, where you see the balls getting a little lazy down lane. So typically, I would probably get a little closer to it, throw a little harder, and try to stay in that tube that I'm creating. Or get out of this ball and go into something stronger, just like what you do with urethane balls as well. So those covers just like to push oil down lane a lot.
Somebody's asking a question here. Fairly new into the professional bowling game of throwing multiple weights. Do you throw the 16-pound variants of your news and urethanes to take advantage of the additional differential? I throw a 16 and a 15-pound black hammer because I do like to take advantage of the added differential for the 16-pounder. Essentially, what this guy's talking about, for you guys who might not know all of the terminology, 16-pounders have bigger cores, which is where they get the extra weight from. So the 16-pounders actually end up hooking more. He's asking if we would also do not something I've experimented into, but definitely something I'm looking into in the future.
Yeah, it's funny when we first made the black hammer, and we were so used to throwing the purple hammer hooks so much and flares so much that for me, the first year on tour with the black hammer, I couldn't throw the 15s. I only bowled well with the 16s. I had two 16s because the diff is double. And whether or not the diff isn't that much more when it comes to just the numbers, double the diff is a lot. So I actually don't throw my 16 as much anymore. I probably should implement that again. But yeah, you should take advantage of it. Now, people changing weights and things like that might be hard to do for some people, but I know like Eric Jones, he just won the regional this weekend, and he said that he has some 16-pound reactive, some of the news, like he switches it up all over the place just to add a different piece into his bag versus being stuck with the 15s. I wouldn't really always recommend that to everybody. Like changing weights is a little tricky sometimes, but if you can do it, you're comfortable with it, and it doesn't hurt your body or anything like that, why would you not try to take advantage of double the diff in a bowling ball that is as special as an NU, where not many people have this shape? So if it's good, no one's going to replicate it. The light mixer is hitting. Someone asked, are you grateful that you're a lefty? No. No, I'm not. You can see it's starting to get a little lane shine, a little bit. It's starting to get a little slimy. I would definitely hit it with a little bit more surface than 1,000 to kind of get rid of that. But it's still rolling good. I can't argue with it doing.
Boog's chiming in saying that you should tuck the pinky real quick.
Pinky tuck.
Tuck that thing. Oh, my.
That feels so bad.
It didn't look great. I'll tell you that right now. It didn't look good.
I missed like 6 right.
Look, get in the chat. Where are you?
That was terrible. I'm running that back. I need to run that back. I need a better feel of that.
Run it back.
I will say too, though, like for a ball that has no RG and no diff, like it flares a good amount. A lot of symmetry balls don't flare that much for me, and this one flares a decent amount for what it is. All right, pinky tucked.
Again, running it back.
I would never do that. That hurts.
Packy, why aren't you throwing it? Well, you see, I'm out sick. I'm down bad. Was the new blue stronger than the 2.0?
Cleaner. A little bit cleaner.
I think it's just smoother.
Yeah, they're very similar, really.
It's smoother, and I think it all just depends on what you do surface-wise. Because it's smoother, you can do a lot more urethane type things with it, but you can also shine it up and make it crack down lane a little bit.
I love the Keven being serious. This is weird. I agree. You don't get the technical Keven too often. I mean, he's there.
Boog is quite literally drilling his right now.
Okay, I'm going to keep moving left. The ball's just not quite facing up. It's getting a little carried down, kind of like Urethane would. We're just going to get closer to it.
JR Pro Shops out sick and still coming into work. Love the effort. Did JR Pro Shops review this ball yet or not yet? They make some bomb ball reviews. Damn, Keven is striking.
Yeah, I haven't missed in a while.
Did they discontinue the blue hammer? I believe they did. I'm like 90% sure they did, because if you guys if you guys click the link in the description, I believe, because we sell new blue hammers for like $114. We sell them cheap, which tells me that they probably discontinued it. I don't have COVID, just a nasty sore throat. Hello from Denmark. I was in Springfield last year and I saw Boog's. I was in Springfield last year and I saw Boog's cutout at his center. They said the cardboard cutout was taller than him in real life. I had to pull it up because it was a donation. Boog, we love you. We love you.
Pat, any requests of what you want to see with this ball?
I think Boog's going to hop in this live stream in a minute.
Okay.
Also with the ball, also throwing it.
Nice.
The last minute surprise.
I love that.
We do have a request for a backup ball.
What more could you want out of a ball currently of what I'm bowling I'm doing? I haven't missed in a while.
You've struck a lot. Shout out to Seabass 1665 for the $2 dono. We've had some good ones. Rebirth Flame 11 2-pound dono. Seabass 1665, and then Dead Flush just making fun of Boog for $10. $10 will get you pulled up on the stream, basically regardless of what you say.
Someone asked for it.
Switching it for the backup? You know, stayed on the lane. More than I would have done.
Give me a second attempt at that. Give me a second attempt at that. It was a guess. It was a guess. It's gotta move. It's gotta move off it is all.
Keep moving.
Wow, I missed the head pin even harder than the first one. I threw that hard though. Specto, what does Specto say? I threw it 0.1 harder.
Somebody said retired my new. Should have done better research. It was too strong for me. I would, before you retire a bowling ball, I always say try and change the surface on it. Just mess around with the surface, try and get it to work for you, because I can't do it. I've seen, oh, a strike, rookie. Kevin, you're getting some real glazing in the comments. But I would say mess with the surface before deciding whether to throw a ball or not.
Definitely.
Serious glazing. Packy, how do you get through the day knowing Kevin is exponentially hotter than you? Kevin, I'm telling your girlfriend.
It probably is my girlfriend.
Conspiracy Realist 1? Is that her?
No.
Is that Eleanor?
I don't know. I don't think she would come in here and send that bad juju your way. She would have us all.
Oh my God.
Is there a boogie
What's
boo?
up, boys? Yo, what are we doing?
Kevin's mid ball review.
Mid ball review?
He hasn't missed in about 20 minutes. Well, he hasn't missed before he started throwing backup balls.
Oh, nice.
Boog just doesn't know how to work a live stream. He just ripped himself out by accident, I think. He's back. He's back. He's back.
Is he throwing this one?
I love
Oh,
that.
he is throwing that one. Kevin, how did you drill it? Boog's about to drill his.
He's drilling his right now?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Cool.
I'm drilling it just like my black.
Okay, I like that.
What are the numbers? I don't know.
Pagani said, big fan of the channel. My name is Christopher, and I bowl 190 to 200 average. My style is one-handed lefty without a thumb. I love that. Unique.
Yeah.
We're going to answer a little more targeted questions. Evil Eye. A lot of people liking that ball.
Yeah.
I like how Boog said, I don't know the numbers, but I'm going to drill the same as my black. How can you drill the same if you don't know the numbers?
I was just
kidding.
I was playing into the idea of I don't know what I'm doing. It's 2LS 4.5 by 4 3/4 by 1 1/4.
All right. I'm going to throw 2 more strikes, and then I'm going to hop off, and Boog can take over.
Heyo. And then we're going to drill this combat, too.
I'm not sticking around for the drill party.
Yeah.
It's too loud.
It is loud, so I'm not going to start it yet.
What do you want to make a side bet on if Kevin strikes 2 out of the next 2? Yeah, we said bet. Kevin turned around.
I think we should. Yeah.
I'll say he does it.
He does?
I got yes for $10.
Ooh, I got no.
I got yes for lunch the next time I see you.
Okay. Deal.
I have to throw a double here?
Throw a double.
And then Boog's gonna buy us lunch. Come on. Yes, sir.
All right.
That's one. That's one, baby. Come on now.
So he's got to get one more in the next 2 shots?
No, just he has to throw 2 in a row. So
Okay,
that
okay.
was one. He has to strike on this next one.
Thank goodness. Kevin, make a move here.
Kevin, no
Show
move.
the versatility of this ball. Make a move.
In here, big dog. Fight for it.
I know you're pointing at your chest right now.
Come on now. Somebody's heckling me, asking me to answer a question that I never saw. Hook. Oh, wait.
No!
Hold on.
We have some YouTube rules. Kevin throws
He's gonna
7
pick
balls
this
at
up.
this. Kevin throws 7 balls at it.
No.
It wouldn't be a house bowling live stream if it wasn't this.
God bless.
Rob the Bengal guy said, I don't answer people's questions for maybe a donation. Listen, I'm not asking for donations. I was just saying we appreciate the people that do.
All right, hold on.
Kevin, for lunch, otherwise I owe Boog, which... Oh! Let's go! Let's go!
Come on!
No.
Name it right
Boog
there.
owes us lunch. This is YouTube. Somebody said it. The Zotmeister. This is YouTube.
Damn. Dang.
Thanks, Boog, for lunch.
And right now,
he's like, I'm out.
throw another double. Double it.
Okay, double or nothing?
Double or nothing?
A literal double?
A literal double or nothing on a double?
Yeah.
Yes. Then it'll be done.
Oh, I got to set up a 4-rack.
Wow.
I got cheated.
Who do you think you are? I am. You're right, Samuel Caruso.
Ridiculous.
Can you meow for us? No. Meow. Boog making pizza rolls for lunch. I don't even know who these people are.
What is going on?
Okay, also, what's wrong with that? Do it. Damn it. All right. Looks like nobody wins anything.
Nobody wins. But we win in friendship.
I'm starting to shimwreck myself.
Story of my
Boog,
life.
I need your Brooklyn reviews.
I gotta
But
throw one
seriously,
strike.
love you guys. Love the energy you bring to the sport. I think the PBA could use more energy to help bring younger fans. We just are who we are.
The Brooklyn
Yeah, we do.
reviews?
How many Brooklyns do you think you could throw in a row, Boog?
1 strike and I'm out of here.
I don't know. Do they all have to strike?
Yes.
I think I could do like 3 or 4.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, bang, bang. Bang!
Dang.
We got one more before we're about to drop out of here. Springfield guys, your thoughts on the Springfield style cashew chicken?
It's the best thing ever.
It's the best.
I love cashew chicken.
It's so good.
The first time I came and hung with Kevin in Springfield, that's where he brought me to eat some of that.
Yeah, it's what we're known for.
Cashew chicken.
Okay, donations are rolling in. I've had both new and both work great for 9 frames, but then the cover shines up and starts pushing it 1 to 3 feet down lane, no drive. Is this cover better? I would say do what Kevin did with his new blue. Hit it with a lower surface than you think, and then hit it with the surface you want it to be at. Kevin hit his with 1,000 grit, but he hit his with 360 first. So that helps kind of maintain some of that grit underneath. Try that on your new blue, and if that doesn't work, I do think this cover is supposed to be earlier, smoother, and hold up better.
Hit it harder.
Talk to the pinky, as Boog would say. But in all reality, more surface than normal surface. Kevin, you popping out of here?
Yeah, I gotta end on a strike. I can't leave on a bad shot, and then I'm out of here.
Well, we're gonna be here for another half hour, so.
Hey,
It's about to be the Boog show.
That bad energy. I threw about a 40-bagger before you showed up, dude.
Literally. And Boog is the bad juju. Boog wasn't at the regional this weekend. You bowled well.
Nope.
Boog just doesn't like appreciate the times that I do strike, aka us on that one video where Boog never struck and you and me struck forever.
Yeah, the one that we didn't release. Why didn't we release it?
It's
because of Boog. We couldn't
right.
release it because Boog never struck. And then we do a bunch of individual challenges and Boog just whoops us.
Yes.
We filmed one team challenge. Boog was horrible. We filmed 16 individual challenges, and he popped off at us.
Never missed.
Boog's just like that.
Is that it for me? Do you need
I think that's it for us.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Boog, have fun drilling those pieces.
I will.
We'll see you guys later.
I'll do a Brooklyn ball review.
Don't do that. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.